Hey!
Welcome everybody!
Guess where we are?
In a donut! We're in a
We
donut!
don't have, I know we don't have the TV, so we're inside the donut, just like on our Hey everybody watching in the donut gallery, it's time for the Barb and Danny Donut Show. I'm Danny.
And I'm Barb.
And where are the donuts?
Wait, I'm supposed to go first.
Okay, you do it.
I'm Barb.
And I'm Danny. And this is the Barb and Danny Donut Show.
And guess where we are today, again?
In the middle of a donut.
Well, I meant where on location.
I don't know, why don't we let that up? Where are we? Put that in the donut gallery. Looks like a lot of people watching, chiming in, giving comments, so that's cool. So, here, let's take this out. Wait.
Okay.
So, we are not in Donut Studios in South Haven, Michigan. We are somewhere else today, so we'll see if anyone puts that in there.
I was like, what is
Barb,
this?
I
thought that was something in the background.
That's a game we could play, ring toss.
Oh yeah, see, perfect.
Ring toss with donuts. We could get like real donuts and
I forgot I had this colorful thing, and it looked like it matched the donuts back here, and I thought it was floating around, and then I'm like, oh, my head.
Yeah. So, Barb, what are they going to need for craft time today?
Probably things you're going to naturally have. So an assortment of like cardstock or printed paper. You can even use music sheets, scissors, pencil, and if you've got those little glue sticks, I couldn't find any of them in the store the other day. But you can also those double stick tape dispensary things. Perfect. That's all you need. And imagination.
Cool. So, you didn't ask about my.
Oh yeah, what's with your? It looks like a New Year's Eve hat.
It's a top hat. I think I probably did have this for New Year's Eve.
Did you?
So yeah.
I thought we had the little hats with the little string that went underneath here.
I don't wear
No.
those.
So
yeah.
how come you've got the black top hat on?
Well, I'm celebrating our 9th wedding anniversary. What?
Because I didn't come prepared. I mean, I didn't wear anything like this for our wedding.
No, Barb wore a wedding dress.
Well, yeah, but I also could have brought my little headpiece.
She wore purple boots.
Purple cow.
Yeah,
that would have
cool.
gone with this, but nobody would have seen it.
So, and I wore this. This was our. Remember that? I remember coming home. I'm like from work, and I'm like, Barb.
I'm at the computer.
I finally know. I remember us being on the couch.
I remember us being in the office, and I was at the computer, and you. That's what I remember.
We were in our we were in our living room on the couch,
okay.
the blue one.
Okay.
And I said, Barb, I finally know what I want the groomsmen to wear for the wedding, because we weren't gonna go traditional. We knew we weren't gonna do the tuxedos.
Anybody that knows us knows that we probably wouldn't do traditional, or at least Danny wouldn't be.
Yeah. So we said, and she goes, what? And I go, bowling shirts. And she says, you're kidding, right? And I go, no, because there's something about everybody looking uniform, wearing the bowling shirts was...
And of course, this is like a uniform.
And we look good when we take pictures together and stuff. And then, I don't know if this was the best idea we had, but let's just keep that surprise from the bridesmaids until the night before the wedding.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I don't think they were too cool about that.
Well, I think everybody was just wondering, like, what am I supposed to wear? What do you... Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and we had the whole gamut. We had people wearing dresses and people wearing
fur?
Boots and grunge. Rick Folks was Dr. Grunge because he had the flannels and the ripped jeans, and he stands out there at Frida and stuff. And we actually have 2 guests that were
present
at our wedding, and we're gonna bring them out here. Please welcome back to the show, Sue and Chet Tippet. We're at Tippet's Ridge. Nobody got it in the chat that I saw.
Guessed?
Nobody guessed. They said we're in the Holy Land. So here we are. Here, you guys talk. I'm gonna just make sure nobody guessed.
You want Sue and Chet just to...
No, you talk to them about our wedding or something.
Yeah, so our wedding, you guys made it all the way... I mean, this is when we lived in Chicago. So Sue and Chet came all the way from... What's the city here? Or town?
Timbuktu.
Now you're going to get people Googling it, and they're going to see that it's down in...
Ferry.
Nowheresville.
Ferry Township.
How long was the drive?
To Chicago?
Yeah.
Probably 5 hours.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 5 hours they came. And I think you brought food.
Yep.
It was a
soup
potluck,
and
so-
dessert, or it was a soup supper.
Yeah.
Great.
Everyone brought a soup.
Potluck. Yeah, it
Brought
was
a crock
awesome.
pot.
It was
We
awesome.
Good time.
we blew a lot of fuses.
Yes, and then
And you guys were dancing. I've got pictures of the 2 of you. These
Sue
two
and
square
Chet, we
dance.
haven't showcased your square dancing on the show yet.
We loved the polka band at your wedding.
Eddie Carosa, we had Eddie Carosa. It was actually the first day we met Eddie Carosa. We've turned into great friends. And the bowling shirts actually became shirts for Sergeant Sauerkraut's polka band.
Ooh.
And what's the lucky strike referring to?
Because I am so, it's like getting a lucky strike that I found my bride. So Ben says hi to Sue and Chet. And small world, Ben lives in Maryland. Chet's from Maryland. He has kinfolk in Maryland, and he's self-promoting and telling them, hey, I'm going to be on Facebook TV. So, and Ben and what's your sister's name?
Carol.
Carol. Ben and Carol have chatted before about where in Maryland are you from. So isn't it great what goes on in the donut gallery? So we're going to bring Sue and Chet back to the show in just a little bit. But right now, I think it's time for the Barb and Danny Donuts theme song. Rolling from city to city, spreading lots of laughter and good cheer. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery. All we have is now, and today we are here. Living on the keep on turning, laughing, loving, and learning. Go nuts, go nuts, go nuts, go nuts. With Barb and Danny Donuts, Barb and Danny Donuts. Go nuts, go nuts, go nuts, go nuts. With Barb and Danny Donuts, Barb and Danny Donuts. With nuts. Woo! Come on, everybody, get up and dance! You woke up this morning, that's a good thing. What you gonna do on a Saturday? Get up and off your fanny and dance with Barb and Danny. Got a fun-filled morning and laughter and play. Keep on turning, laughing and loving and learning. Go nuts, go nuts, go nuts, go nuts. With Barb and Danny Donuts, Barb and Danny Donuts. Go nuts, go nuts, go nuts, go nuts. With Barb and Danny Donuts, Barb and Danny Donuts.
I thought you for a second they were gonna lift me up like the
figure
ice skaters.
skaters,
Yeah,
yes,
I'm like,
yeah.
you ain't doing that. Not that he couldn't lift me up. I was just more.
So some people are probably wondering, why are we always at Tippet's Ridge Farm? And it's not only because we love it, but Sue and Chet have the internet, and they're in the middle of nowhere. And it was 10 years ago, last week, where I first proposed to Barb at our schoolhouse. We took a walk, and it was rain. It was just like today. It was like, I knew I was going to do it. I had the ring.
I had no clue.
And I just was looking for a cool place to do it. Maybe we can make it to the sand dunes by sunset. No, we got up here late as usual. And it's like, well, maybe there'll be a time somewhere. I wanted it to be playful. I wanted it to be fun. And the rain finally stopped. Hey, let's go for a walk. We start going for a walk down this 2-track. That's what we call like a little path in the woods.
That's 2 tracks.
Yeah.
Rather than
2
3
tire
or
tracks.
4.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a road. You can't pass each other. It's just 2 tracks.
2 tracks.
So it's, and I never heard that term until we came to Michigan. When I
Well, there's a
moved,
lot
when
of
I
things
moved
you
to
don't
Michigan.
hear until you move to Michigan. Like a Michigan U-turn.
And the Michigan turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't.
Then
wanna
you probably
know.
don't know what that is.
You
but
don't want to know. It's a.
yeah.
It's,
There's Michigan U-turns.
so there,
So
we
you
start walking,
Yeah.
and it starts raining. I'm like, let's just go back. No, come on, it's nice. So
I
we're
have
waiting.
no clue. It's beautiful fall. There's beautiful colored leaves. There's all kinds of things, little short things growing down low to the ground. And I'm looking around and I'm, oblivious to what Danny is, because I had no idea this was going to happen. And I'm wanting to show Danny something down low on the ground. And
So I took that opportunity to reach down, pull out a
but
ring.
wait, before you pulled it out, though, stay down there. Before you
pulled out the ring.
Yeah, before you pulled out the ring, of course. I thought, this is weird. I wanted to show him something that was down low, but I'm like, he didn't have to get down on his knee, I mean, that just made it look like he was really interested or something. So then you pull out this ring and
I asked her to marry me, and she says,
This is the best answer, okay?
No, you said.
Okay, I said, sure, what the hell?
So we took pictures, we celebrated. I said, good enough for me. We're walking back. And then as I'm walking back, I tell her about how I called her parents.
Well, you're telling me some other details, and I'm just listening. And then he gets to the part where he called my parents. And I'm like, he hasn't talked to my parents on the phone that much, let alone call them. And we've been together, what,
a couple of years.
Yeah, 2-3 years. And so when I heard that part, I was like, whoa.
She says, wait,
stop.
What just happened back there? And I said, we proposed. We got engaged. And she goes, like, for real? She made me do it over because she wasn't present the first time. She thought we thought we were goofing around. She thought, I tell her, guys don't goof around about stuff like that, especially when they're in a relationship. I mean, we were living together at the time. It's like, no, hey, I'm just going to joke. Hey, you want to marry me? No. So
we did it again.
Yeah.
And I gave you a different answer, right?
I think she said, sure, I'd love to. Yes.
Something more than what the hell. But still, what the hell can lead to some good things.
And it's great because on our way here to Chet and Sue's, we're not that far away, but it's really hard to get to because there's hills and dead ends. We took the same 2-track in a minivan, not a 4-wheel drive, mind you.
He forgot that, the road's been
washed out
and he's just taken that van, and it's not high and it's not 4-wheel drive, and I'm like
yeah. Anyway, we drove right by where we proposed. We agreed to where it was. There it is. Yeah. So anyway, I know you guys have all been waiting for this moment all week long, maybe even last week. Oh, this reminds me, I forgot to show the Susan Park picture. Susan, if you're watching, maybe next week Susan framed Ben's artwork, and I said I'm going to show that on the air.
But did we lose that with the computer problem?
Oh, yeah. I blew up a computer this week and a phone. So if you need to get a hold of me, do so in the donut gallery because you can't call me. Call Barb.
Or call me.
Yeah, or text her. My phone's dead. My computer, we bought a new computer. It's been crazy. Barb's got a show on Monday nights with a new computer coming up, and I'll be producing Mason Dixon's show every night, too. But right now, it's time for...
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Danny Donuts produces for Mason.
Yeah.
It's so difficult, all these personalities. It's time, everybody sing along. It's time for Barb's Butterfly World.
Oh,
Barb's Butterfly World. Hey, turn those ringers off.
So I've got 2 butterflies that are really anxious to get out right now. They hatched probably about 3 hours ago. Every butterfly is different as far as how long it takes for them to get ready to be able to fly. But these guys are ready. They're roaming around. I can tell they are anxious to get out. What I do is I have them just in with ice cream container here with netting over it. And I always keep like a date so I can kind of guesstimate when they're going to be hatching. This one I think was from a different batch, but there's 2 monarchs there. They might let me hold them for a little while, but they also might just take right off. So what I do to get them out is I could just lift this up, the covering, but I like to put my finger down here and just see if they'll latch onto it. I'll set it right in front of them. They usually hop on. So there we've got one. This one's a female. You can tell because when the wings are open, those bottom 2, there are no black spots. I'll just see if I can get the male one out at the same time, and it'll be easier to understand. So here is the male. The male on these bottom wings has 2 black dots, and that indicates it's a male. The female one doesn't right now. Now keep in mind, neither one of these has flown yet, so they're still kind of vulnerable. Let's see, there we go. No black spots. The female veining, since they don't have the black dot on them, the veining's a little bit wider than it is on the male. I think the colors are just beautiful. So let's see if these guys will just take off. I'm just going to give them a little, they were anxious in that container, so they should be. So we're gonna go and go get her. He's holding on a little bit tighter. He's like, you ain't doing that to me. He doesn't want to take off. Okay, welcome to craft time. And Sue and I are going to make a fun paper project. I think sometimes paper projects get kind of underrated.
Oh, wait.
What?
It's too quiet.
Oh, yeah, we're still just trying to be in different surroundings. It's trying to figure out what works.
And we have a tiny house.
Oh, you had a perfect sized house. So what I wanted to come up with a project with paper, just because it's so easily available and it's not really expensive. And just because of the time of the year, I think that's part of what made me think of this. We are going to make, actually, I cut one out, but it's not totally done. It's going to be a little teacup or a coffee cup, and it's going to be a card that you can actually write something in, and you can put other pieces of paper if you write like I do. I write little... Do you write letters?
Yeah,
Do you?
I do.
Just to a couple friends, right? Because not a lot of people...
My dad.
Aww. So it's fun to write letters, and I'll end up putting, smaller pieces of paper in here, multiple, because I don't write short little notes like this. But still, this would be a cute little thank you card for somebody, or just to let them know you're thinking about them. So, what I came up with, what the design, what you first need to do is make like a little template of a coffee mug. Danny, do we have the above? Yep. Okay. Make a little template of your coffee mug. And what I also did is, since we're using cardstock, I took a piece of cardstock first, and are we doing the overhead? Oh, I don't see it there.
You won't.
Oh, okay. So I took a piece of cardstock, and I folded it in half, because you need the folded part in order to have your mug open up with this hinged part here. And then you can actually get 2 mugs out of 1 piece of paper. So once you've got your template, make sure you've got this edge close to the side here. And so where do we, pencil. Just, all you have to do is just trace the coffee mug out here on the paper. And once you get that done, what I found is, even with cardstock, it's hard to cut this handle part out accurately, going through both pieces of paper at the same time. So what I found handy to do is, thank you. Oh, I have an assistant here. What I found handy to do once I cut out this, the outline of the coffee mug, is to cut this out with your X-Acto knife, and then take your pencil. So I'm only going to cut through this top layer of the opening, and then I would take the pencil again and trace the opening again onto the inside of this coffee mug, and then I would cut this part out. It just made it easier rather than trying to cut through both of them. So like I said, you can get 2 coffee mugs out of 1 piece of paper like that. So you can even make like a little gift set for somebody. But once you get this part done, then you get the fun part of decorating it. So I just, see, what, did you have any? No, there was, you can use all kinds of paper. Did you have your
I cut this out of a calendar.
Calendar, that's right. So even calendars, this is a great way to repurpose, things that you would normally throw away, because you're just going to use a strip of it. And it was also a way that I got some calendars at, Dollar Tree for, what did I tell you, a quarter they were marked down to a quarter at one point from last year. And then they even went, I heard, on sale for half price. So like 12.5 cents. I don't know how they give you your change back. But so just keep your eyes open for other sources of paper too that could, for this project, could just be perfect for it. Otherwise, I've got an assortment too of some old sheet music, scrapbook paper. I think scrapbook
Old
paper.
cards.
Yep, old cards you can do. Just a bunch of, washi
And,
tape.
yep.
You can also use washi tape. And you can use any combination of things. So, the decorating part is really easy. Do you already figured out what you wanted?
A little bit, yep.
Okay. And you can just play around first. I guess what I would first recommend doing is just kind of laying out what you think you might want to put down. And cut your papers. We cut these ahead of time just so that we had a bunch of strips to play around with. And lay them out. Actually, I think this one was. Lay them out in whatever pattern that you want. Don't put any glue on them yet until you're ready. And just play around with how you think you might want to decorate it. Aren't those cool?
Yeah, never used them before.
Yeah, they're just like,
New horizons when you can't find what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Because of who knows why.
well, of glue sticks of all the things. I mean,
Well, school just started.
I know, but they sure look like they had tons of them there. And it's like when I'm not looking for glue sticks, then I find them.
Of course.
So once you get a combination that you like, and I thought I had. This is the fun part because you can,
Play around.
yeah, and you can even just make a variety of the same card with the same colored patterns, but just alternate them differently. And just lay them on your card. And I got two of these. I forgot.
I want to use some of that washi tape. That's neat stuff.
You know, yeah, and I thought that'd be even fun to you could even just add that in there along with the paper, so you can use whatever. Yeah, mine didn't.
Yours didn't work.
I might have used it on the wrong side. I'm gonna do it this way.
Yep.
Yeah, I might have.
Gotta hear that noise,
Yeah,
or it's not working.
I don't think I did. So just lay them out, and some of this, this is what, Scotch, I forgot what they called this, but Scotch permanent tape. It looks sort of like that, works sort of like that whiteout tape dispenser. They come in also a removable one, or a repositioning one that can come in handy. So just lots of fun alternative options that are out there.
Are they for scrapbooking?
Yeah, but I think there's so many other crafts that, you can use it for. So, and this was like in the packet. They had this in the packaging department with, at Meyer. Boy, it's hard to tell what's the top and the bottom. So just arrange however you want. And once you get your papers on here, and it's okay if you've got the overhang. You don't have to worry about the sides right now, because what you're going to do, did you get yours?
Mine are crooked.
Oh, I like. That doesn't, but it doesn't even matter. Because you know what you can even do?
What?
Remember the pens?
Oh,
We haven't even gotten to the
right.
pen part.
Well, we better.
Yeah. So once you get to this part, so I've got extra here, I'm just going to take my scissors for this outer part, and I'm just going to trim that edge. Save these scraps because I might use them for something else. But then this little bit here, this is where it comes in handy to use the X-Acto knife again. And just gently trace along where that edge is. And don't pull too hard because you might get things getting bunched up. And you might have to go over this twice. But once you've cut that away, makes a nice neat edge like that. I don't know. Oh, and you're gonna need a self-healing mat also. Self-healing
Is that what they call it?
or I was gonna say self-curing.
All right.
I think it's a self-healing mat, but So then you are left with a card looking like that. And what you can do, I know. Then what you can do is also take different types of markers, and you can embellish even the papers that you put on here. So I love, this is my favorite white marker. It's like a pen. It's not a jelly roll, but it's just, let's see, which one? This is Pentel, I think. Oh no, a Uniball. Uniball Signa ink pen, and it works. It's permanent ink. It's wonderful. So you can just jazz it up. You can also use another marker. I'm just going to quickly put, here, let me just quickly put like some dots up here. And you can even put a little message on here if you want. But it doesn't take much to make some really cute cards that you can send off, you know, heck, make them as a gift. And you can even put like a little saying on the inside if you want, you know, whatever you want. But there. Oh, cute.
A warm cup for a cold day.
And this is the fun part. Look how, Danny, do you have front view? Look how different they turn out. You know, the different patterns, the different colors. So just have fun playing around with the different pieces of paper that you've got, or washi tape or whatever, and markers.
Turned out cute.
It's adorable.
Alrighty.
So thanks for
You gotta all be there, huh?
Yeah, you don't have to straighten out yet.
All right. Barb, stand here and talk to them while I adjust the camera.
Boy, I've been so many different places. That's right, because you had to zoom in. So we're getting ready for our song. We've got different instruments again.
Yeah, it's the return of the Junk Band Jamboree. Oh, we need to bring in a microphone. Well,
I'll get it.
except we want to put the microphone really far away from us because it's going to get really
We
loud
need you
in this
guys.
tiny room. Look, I can touch the ceiling in here. It's great. So yeah, we started out in June. First time I came to Tippet's Ridge Farm, and Barb was in Washington, so we had to do the Skype. We had to do the Skype. Barb's in 3 time zones away. I'm in Michigan. She's in Washington. And then we got to come back on Labor Day for the second show a month ago. And
Was that a month ago?
We were outside. We were outside twice. So July.
I
We were
just
here
remember.
for the 4th
I just
of
remember
July.
squirting you with water.
Yes.
Accidentally, and Chet thought that I really did that accidentally. He didn't know the
See how
devious
mischievous
mind I
she is.
have.
So we were here in June. Well, I was here in June while Barb was in Washington, and then we were here for the 4th of July, and then we were here for Labor Day, and now we're here for October 3rd, which is a holiday, our anniversary. And every time we've had the Junk Band Jamboree play, and today is no exception. So we'd like to welcome Chet Tippet to the band. Chet.
He wants a drum roll.
He's coming.
You know, I want to use this as an opportunity also to do a little, not self-promotion, but one of the things that Sue and Chet, I don't know if we talked about before, but one of the things that they do on their farm here is they have maple syrup. Like homemade, you call it homemade? Or what do you call it? Home?
It's not jug wine.
I know we're in the jug band.
But they have amazing maple syrup, homemade, from their trees. They did this whole long process. Danny even videotaped and made he's compiling a videotape of, all the work that's involved with making it. I honestly don't think it's a lot of work. Plus it's cold. But if anybody that's listening, watching here, if you're interested in any, we're up here for the weekend. Let us know. We can get you hooked up with some. Do you want me to tell them sizes and okay, just so that you've got the information, we don't have to correspond back and forth. A quart
Quarts.
is you sell it by the quart and the pint.
Pretty much quart.
Okay, so quart is 18. Okay, $18 for a quart of maple syrup from.
But if you say you watched it on the donut gallery, we'll let you have it for $20. Only $20. No, not $20. $19.99.
Yes, sirree.
And depending on, well, I don't know if Ben wanted some. I don't know how we'd get it to him.
We'll virtually send it to you virtually. It's time for a song, guys. Jump band jamboree. Let's go. Mama don't allow no smooth playing round here. Mama don't allow no smooth playing round here. Well, we don't care what Mama would allow. We're gonna play spoons anyhow. Yeah, Mama don't allow no spoons playing around here. Here we go. Yeah, Mama don't allow no spoons playing around here. Mama don't allow no spoons playing around here. Well, we don't care what Mama don't allow. We're gonna play you anyhow. Yeah, Mama don't allow no spoons playing around here. Go, Barbie, go! Mama don't allow no boardwalk playing around here. Mama don't allow no boardwalk playing around here. Well, we don't care what Mama would allow. Just go play boardwalk anyhow. Yeah, we don't allow no boardwalk around here. Go, Ted, go! Woo! Mama don't allow no bean shake around here. Mama don't allow no bean shake around here. We don't care what Mama would allow. Sue's gonna shake beans anyhow. Yeah, Mama don't allow no bean shake around here. Go, Sue, go! Woo-hoo! Go, 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 go! Yeah, shake those beans! Yeah! Mama don't allow no hard blowing around here. Mama don't allow no hard blowing around here. We don't care what Mama would allow. We're gonna blow up anyhow. Yeah, Mama don't allow no hard blowing around here. Let's go. Mama don't allow no crazy dance around here. Mama don't allow no crazy dance around here. We don't care what Mama will allow. We're gonna dance anyhow. Yeah, Mama don't allow no crazy dance around here. Let's go! Woo! Woo-hoo! Yeah, go, go! Yeah! Come on, Jet, show us what you got. Woo-hoo! Go! Mama don't allow no jump band playing around here. Mama don't allow no jump band playing around here. Well, we don't care what Mama would allow. We're gonna play loud anyhow. Yeah, Mama don't allow no jump playing around here. Everybody! Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah! Go! Mama don't allow no fun playing around here. Keep playing. Mama don't allow no fun playing around here. Well, we don't care what Mama would allow. We're gonna have fun anyhow. Yeah, Mama don't allow no fun playing around here. We're finished. Yeah, the Jump Band Jamboree. That's Sue, that's Chet, that's Barb, and I'm Danny. All right. Well, now, folks, the moment you've all been waiting for. Barb, so let's show them how you can twirl that kazoo.
I don't know if I can.
She can say it.
Okay, drum roll. Oh, wait. I forget that. I gotta do it this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now let's see where I can grab it.
There is a request for the Tippets to see square dancing in a future show, so possibly, but, you know, it's getting kind of cold. We might not come up here. I'll be up here maybe one more time. We don't know how we're going to do the show, so
Just do it inside.
it has to be during Idea Camp.
Oh,
And
that's...
we don't know, no girls allowed, so I don't know how we're going to do that. Might have to be next spring, but keep watching.
Oh.
Like, we had no idea this Easter that we would still be doing this next Easter, but you never know. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the very challenging What's Barb a-Whistling Today? We have some champions up on the standings board. We have Sheila and Candlin that are way up there. The rest of you need to catch up. So what we're going to do is make it a little bit difficult, but still easy, a song that you'll instantly recognize. But we're going to make you write in the same text, name the title of the song and the artist, who is both a singer-songwriter. So it's a singer-songwriter. And I never even heard of him. So,
have you heard of the song?
Oh, every day. Listen to it every day. See the radio station up here, the one that I'm on, Super Hits 103.7 Cozy FM. They have the same Super Hits 103.7 Cozy FM.
Whew, that's pretty fast.
Yeah, so I've been on there Saturday mornings once in a while. So they play the same songs every single day, and this is one of them. So here, I'll hold that for you.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. So the title and the artist.
Yeah, the title and the all in one response too, just because it's too hard to go back and forth. So okay, a 1 and a 2 and a 3. Wait. Sorry. Sometimes
Just go to the chorus.
Yeah. No.
Thank you. And of course, Candlin and Sheila got it like 2 seconds apart from each other. We don't get the time codes on here, but on Facebook it's always fun to. Yeah, you already said that, Candlin. you got it. So I saw Candlin's first, Sheila's next, but sometimes when they come in that close, for sure, sometimes it's flip-flopped once we see it on Facebook, and there's actually time codes on Facebook.
So maybe if somebody
Candlin and Sheila, it's...
but maybe somebody else that's viewing right now saw or can look back.
Judges can say.
We can trust your opinion. Whatever you see coming in first, if you can let us know. Otherwise, we'll have to look at it later tonight. Do we have access to it?
We don't have the internet. That's why we always come to Tippet's Ridge. When we come to the schoolhouse, we don't have the internet.
It looks like Sheila is saying congratulations,
well,
Candlin.
Sheila got it like right after
But
Candlin.
what if Candlin... So. Okay, but what if Candlin now says, congratulations, Sheila? Then
that
we're
would be good. We should... Rachel got the phone call. You gotta do what we do. You have to hit do not disturb.
Gotta have priorities in life.
So actually, we should probably move them to the pro division, and we'll do like a separate show.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
name. It'll be Barb's Tuesday night show. She's got a Monday night show, the craft time. Tuesday night will be what's Barb a whistling? It'll be Candlin against
What's
Sheila.
Barb a whistling?
What's Barb a whistling? Yeah.
Okay, and I have to apologize because it sounded like the beginning of another song. I can't remember what one.
Well, you did that last week when you stumped everybody with Devil
Yeah.
in a Deep Blue Sea, or
There's-
2 weeks ago. Yeah, she was.
It's like
everybody was guessing "Ain't Misbehaving" or one of those old timey songs, and it's like, yeah, you were kind of whistling that, but it wasn't a song
Oh.
at the beginning.
Really?
The first couple notes, yeah.
Okay.
First couple notes.
Okay, but still, I hope. Okay, so now what?
We're done.
No,
No. Well, we
No.
don't have a game planned.
I thought we do.
Well.
A different segment.
Okay, no.
No, you said it was a game. It was
Well,
like
no,
your
my dad would have called it a game.
He had
See,
manipulative
we come
ways.
out here to the farm, and there's all these farm chores to do and stuff, and we're like, well, we don't have a game, but my dad would say, oh, picking tomatoes is a game. Who could pick the most tomatoes? And, everything would become
Parents.
a game to him and stuff like that, and we're like, yeah, this is like
Wait,
real fun.
If we would have had kids, I'm sure we would have.
Oh, it's like, help, I'm
it's-
turning into my parents, I'm turning into my mom, I'm turning into my dad. I like my folks a lot, that doesn't mean I want to be them. This situation's very sad.
Okay, I'm gonna rein
Getting
you
the
back in. Okay, so we what was one of the first things that you smelled when we walked?
We walked in here, oh my gosh, you walk in and
It was pleasant.
boom, it was just like you were like in this like wood stove heated small place. It's like the coziest little place ever, and the smell of basil. Actually, I didn't know it was basil. I just knew
Yeah.
it smelled good. So we asked Sue, and Sue is going to lead us in a fun game of doing farm chores, of finding out what we do with basil. So let's transition back to the craft room.
You'll have to do the.
Okay, we're on. Okay, start talking. Start talking.
Difficulty. So there was basil out in the garden, and
We don't need to use
we
that.
thought that
Just take it
it was going to freeze last night.
Wait, they can't hear you.
Need a microphone. Hang on. I'm smelling this. I wish we had smell-o-vision.
Yes, I want to get this so it doesn't tip over.
Okay, how are you making this into a game, Danny?
That's your
That the game.
My job. Well, Chester can come help me. We'll make it a game by who gets the biggest pile first.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So I'm stripping leaves off this basil so that we can make pesto out of it, and we'll just make a game out of it. See who can make the biggest pile first.
Now,
So-
do you need anything else on the?
No, I don't think so. We're just gonna take off all the leaves and the tops and get rid of these beautiful flowers.
Who usually wins this game?
We don't
Barb, you
usually
gotta be
play this
playing
as a
too.
game. Sue usually does this. So, we're making a pile of basil leaves. Mmm, smells yummy. Danny, want to join us?
if we had smell-o-vision right now,
Smell-o-vision.
smell-o-vision, we would here.
Break that off of there. Yeah.
Just look at that.
Smell and drool.
Yeah.
It does smell amazing. So what's the point?
No, wait.
So we're just
Needs
getting
to-
the big.
Okay, everybody
What you
grab
do?
one. Barb, set the phone
Oh.
down. Everybody
Oh,
grab
see,
one,
there you
and
go.
we're going to get a new one, and we're gonna see who can get all the basil leaves off.
I got a head start
then-
here. I'll put my
And
head
then
start
after
in
it
here.
dries, we're gonna roll some big ones. Oh, I mean no.
You think
All right,
that
This is not
What kind
that.
of farm is
you
this?
don't
Jack?
think it's funny? Everything you can grow in Michigan
Okay.
now is legal.
I'm gonna make it even here.
Well, how do you know? Because there might be more leaves on one stem than the other.
Well, I get the handicap because I'm not a farm
He's
kid.
got
You-
the handicap. He's got the biggest
You have
pile
to, you have to
start
count How
Okay.
many are on
Oh,
each?
How many leaves?
I got rid of
Yeah,
my
you gotta
pile.
count.
Okay, this one's too small.
I've done 50 already.
We're at 3. I'm gonna get you one. We're doing this.
There's more outside. We can go get
Oh,
some
don't
more.
worry.
Okay, we're gonna get.
Really?
Okay, Sue, you
Here,
get
you can
this.
do that one.
Well,
Okay.
wait, we have to make this one a little. We're gonna make
Barb,
these
I can
even.
bring you another one.
1, 2. Give that one to Chet.
Did your dad make things even?
Yeah.
Well, we sure called him. She got more. Jamie got more than I
So am I
did.
picking, including the stem
Okay.
or no?
No, we want to get rid of the stem.
Okay,
Okay.
so stem. Okay, ready?
A one.
Ready? Chet, wait,
Oh.
we gotta take Chet's pile. He's got unfair advantage.
Oh, what? Well, we're gonna
The
start-
winner is going to be who gets the most. Who gets rid of their stem the most.
All
Who
right.
fastest?
All
Yes.
right.
Ready?
Okay.
Ready, go.
Go.
Did
No cheating.
Did your dad make it even?
He would be. He's really good at that.
Oh my
he
God,
was a
it's so
coach and
good.
stuff.
It does.
Yeah, and then it'll
So what
be
do you
all
do
over
with
your
these
hands.
clumps though?
What clumps?
Wait, there's clumps at the very
Well,
tip.
as long
where
as there isn't a flower on there,
Uh-oh, I found a flower.
you gotta
This
get
would be
rid
the
of the
flower.
flower.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
So
Oh.
that could be part of the qualification is you can't have a flower in your pile.
not a big flower.
Yes, the judges will come by and
Yeah,
disqualify.
demote you.
if you have stems or flowers.
Just like they
What
do.
is it? Seeds or buds? Seeds or
Just
buds?
like they do to the poor farmers when their asparagus has too many bugs in it or something like that. They get a lesser price.
Oh,
Oh.
really?
Yeah, they do.
There's a nice bud.
So part of it has to be.
Okay.
Oh, Chet won. Keep going for
Is that
second
how
place.
You win?
Who's
You
gonna?
get a stem cleared off? Oh, I didn't realize. I thought it was the biggest pile of stuff.
Well,
No,
then we'll look at
it's
that
Well,
too.
I've got one bud here. I gotta work over.
So this is what was sitting at the feed mill when I went there the other day on the counter. A brochure for
Done. All I got left
Yeah,
is
I
a
got-
flower.
Mine was done too, but Sue says keep going.
All right,
So what,
this
what's
is how
the
we
timer?
get. We have no
I'm
timer.
almost
Okay.
done.
So let's see who's got the bigger pile right now.
We're gonna weigh it. It looks like between Sue
No,
and
just-
Chet. I don't know.
All right, we're
Got
done.
a lot there.
Yeah.
Here.
So they had
There, now your pile's bigger.
they had hand trimmed buds to buy for your kitty. You know, marijuana is legal in Michigan
for
now,
yeah.
and even recreational marijuana is legal. And so now they're coming up with all these silly products, hand trimmed buds of marijuana to give to your cat for
Well-
kitty litter or
Right.
kitty.
Yeah,
Catnip.
Catnip. I remember when my first wife Ashley and I moved to Minnesota. That was one of the first commercials we saw when we were at the hotel. They're like catnip. It was this cat who was going on all crazy psychedelic background and stuff, and then they show the cat just like totally mellow, and the voiceover was catnip still legal in 50 states. Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Well, that's all the
I
time
mean,
we have for the show. I
I
believe.
rolled some.
It looks like. It looks like Chet won. Chet has a bit more, and he was the first one done.
There,
so
she's
we'll
doing
give
better.
Yeah.
Chet's the champ.
She's
Um,
doing better.
Oh, I got
Hey,
a
thanks for
flower in
watching,
there.
everybody. The monitor is in the next room, so all those
We're all-
comments we're gonna have to
Look at
watch
them.
and
Oh, you're
respond to those later and stuff. But
throwing me the
thanks
whole-
for
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
yeah, thanks for all your great comments. It was a lot of fun. Thanks to Sue and Chet for
Allowing
opening
us
up
to
Tippet
film
Ridge
here.
Farm once again. So
It's always fun.
maybe this will become a destination. You know, you can have people camp out up on the hill, and
It's
you
flowering.
could work in the garden and pay
Oh,
off
yeah.
your nightly fee there, and
Big
have all
flower.
this goodness.
And go play disc golf next
Yeah,
door.
one of the biggest disc golf courses, or best,
Most popular.
most popular disc golf
Nationwide.
course in the nation
In
is
the
right down
whole
this dirt
nation.
road.
How far is it? Like
Half a mile.
In country terms, a block.
As the crow flies. All right, folks, that's our show. We'll see you next Saturday. Be sure to tune in for Barb Monday at 8 o'clock and Mason Dixon every night at 10 p.m. except for Saturday.
those are Eastern time, so have fun.
Bye-bye.
Eastern time.
Oh, wait, it sure smells in
I
here.
know I still can't get used to Eastern time
Why?
because it just seems like
Or you're still
it's
you're
I
used
think
to
of the East
Wisconsin?
Coast.
Oh,
And
right.
to me, Michigan seems it's the
It's on
Midwest.
the east side of the Mississippi.
I know, but I keep thinking there's another time zone. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, and if you haven't already done so, click on that handsome face in the middle of the donut and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
I don't see anything. And if you missed any episodes or you just want to watch them again and again, click on the playlist listed right below.